I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning into another episode of First Date. My guest today is an actor and stand-up comic. He has a podcast out called The Tim Butterly Show, and he also has a new half-hour special out with Gas Digital. Give it up for Tim Butterly.
Hey, everybody.
We were recently on Story Wars, and he was roasting everyone the whole time. So this is our second show.
So I learned a bunch about you, and you got to learn nothing about me.
This is our opportunity.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I found out, you were homeschooled and kind of a problem child. Not a problem child, but like you had run-ins with like police and stuff like that.
Well, the run-in with the police was like, first of all, he ran in with me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was minding my own business at a stoplight, and this cop decided to flirt with an 18-year-old.
I mean, those guys are nothing but trouble.
I know. He was in a Camaro. I was in a Crossfire. I was like, my car can beat yours. And he was like, no, it can't. And I was like, yes, it can. And I'll prove it, but you can't give me a ticket. And he was like, okay. And then I whooped this guy's ass. And then he gave me a fucking ticket and his phone number.
You're lucky he didn't fucking pistol whip you. You're lucky you got away with a ticket. You're lucky you didn't have a dog in the car. He might have shot it.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say something. I was like, So let's talk about you, though.
Okay.
So you have 3 kids.
I do.
We were just talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
2 older ones and then a younger one. That's 9.
18, 15, and 9.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's a wild spread.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm going to be parenting children forever.
You are.
So most of my adult life, we had our first when I was 22, and I'm 40 now, and my youngest is 9. So I'm spending almost my entire adult life parenting.
Are you with the same person?
Yeah, me and my wife have been together for like 20 plus years. Thank you. I know it's a rare thing these days, but yeah, we have a good thing going.
Where'd you meet?
We met originally in high school, and then ended up getting together a couple years later.
Did you date in high school?
No.
You just knew of each other.
We
in
knew
high
each
school.
other. I met her through her boyfriend in high school, and then we separately ended up like falling out with this fella. And then years later, when that was like completely, that would have been a complicated thing to sort of conquer, even though there was kind of like a connection, I guess.
Yeah.
Early on, and so we just let that all play out, and then figured it out later.
How did you reconnect?
Well, I mean, I wish I had a funnier answer for this, but I like thought about her every single day. And then one day it was just like, it just overwhelmed me and I just reached out to her.
On?
Text message on probably a Nokia phone. This is
So
pre-smartphones.
you had her number.
Yeah.
How long had it been since you had reached out? Since
Probably
high
hadn't seen each
school.
other in like 2 or 3 years.
And you thought about
not really
her
a lot of talking.
all the
Thought about her
time.
probably every day, definitely every day. It was actually sort of a distraction for like normal thoughts. I was thinking.
Why
about
did
her.
it take you like 2 or 3 years to reach out then?
Because she had this like shitty boyfriend, like a shitty high school boyfriend situation that just dragged on forever, and I didn't want to insert myself in that. And then what if we started something, and then that was like a lingering thing, and so I didn't want to change her course and hope that it worked out with us. I wanted her to figure it out on her own and then see what was really up. And guess what? I nailed it. It was the best. That was the perfect way to play it, and it worked out forever.
What did you do for your first date?
She came over to my house, and she had found an old stash of Nintendo games, like living with like a family member, or like she had held on to for a long time. And that's like my thing. I love video games, and so we picked one that we both liked, and we played it all night. We played Rampage for the NES all night. There's like 160 levels in this. You remember where it was like dinosaurs climbing on buildings and you punch them and eat people and stuff? Super old video game. There's like 160 level. I think we played the entire thing, and then
y'all were married.
And then didn't kiss or anything. I don't think we kissed at all that night. No. Yeah, that was the first date. We stayed up all night playing video games, and then a couple of days later, that was when we actually got together.
That's cool. And you've been together ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. What does y'all's date night look like now if you have a date night?
Now it's like, well, so we never had any money. I was like, bro, I'm from the hood. She's like, she comes from nothing. So we never really had like money to throw around for like a nice date. So there were a lot of like, hey, why don't you come over? I'm going to be playing GameCube all day. If you want to come chill on my futon. There was a lot of, when we actually got like serious and like started a family and stuff, we celebrated like occasions and like anniversaries and stuff going to like Taco Bell. And like we thought
Love
it was
Taco
funny.
Bell though.
It made us happy, but it was almost like we were laughing at ourselves, like we have so little that like we have to enjoy this. But now we try to get out like once a week. Sometimes it's like I'll find like a place that's like minimum 4 out of 5 on Yelp, and then sort by like affordability and try to impress her that way. One of my favorite dates that we do is we'll tell the kids we're going to the supermarket, and we'll go to the supermarket, but then we'll stop and we'll go get a meal somewhere together, and we won't tell them at all.
Oh my gosh.
That's racy stuff for us. That's like
that's
adrenaline.
it's like
Imagine
your secret.
Imagine if the kids knew we went to IHOP without them. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
yeah, I do that.
That's like fucking in the car for us.
That's so funny. I feel like when you have kids, you do have to kind of like sneak away and do something extra for yourself. Like my mom watches my son a lot, and so I'll have a podcast, and I'm like, hey, I have a podcast, but then I will go and do like one extra thing.
Oh my God.
Without telling her, like whether it's just like a drive-through or something.
It's a jailbreak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the lam for like 45 minutes.
I've got a minute.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she has no idea like that. She thinks I'm still like here. And I'm like, oh, the podcast, we just had to record some ads or something like that. And then.
Sorry, I got held up at work. And it's like, yeah, I just wanted a fucking quesadilla with no one talking to me for a little while.
What do your kids like to do?
Youngest likes to play video games with me. That's cool. The other two don't care about that, so I do other stuff with them. My daughter got into like jiu-jitsu and stuff, so we would like train together.
Are you into fighting?
Yeah, I've been doing that like on and off since I was a teenager. And
is jiu-jitsu the thing to put your kids in?
I think everyone agrees that it is for sure.
What does it teach you?
Well, it humbles you because you're kind of like forced to like get beat up by people that are better than you and sometimes smaller than you. You learn like practical self-defense that actually works, and you have to constantly like try it and fail at it. And it's like just you're learning tiny lessons over and over and over again. And then if you stick with it and you get good at it, the reassurance that no one's going to fuck you up after a conversation gets out of hand really makes it easier to talk to people.
I bet. And it works.
Dude, my daughter's 18, and it's like I've never once seen her fail to stand up for herself. And it's like it's your biggest fear as a dad. Obviously, like black boyfriend, number 1. Number 2 is someone just like sort of in a small way taking advantage of them even. And she's a fucking nightmare to deal with.
Yeah.
So yes, it is the thing.
So she can pop off, and she's
a gifted artist, and also like she will not ever take any shit from anybody.
Well, that's good for a girl.
Yeah, it's the best. She's the best.
Yeah. That's awesome. So let's see. Do you believe in astrology?
I've kind of been forced to, living with a woman for 2 decades. It's like unavoidable.
What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
So you're born in January?
End of December.
I can't believe I know that one. I only know the ones of people that I've dated.
Wait, are you not an astrology person?
Kind of,
Okay.
Sort of.
What are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, I don't know anything about those.
What's your wife?
I've got cancers figured out.
Do you really?
Yeah.
They're just, I could talk shit about Cancers and
Really?
Scorpios all day long.
I'd love to know what you think about a Cancer.
I think they're overly sensitive.
I bet
and
you,
little crybaby bitches.
Yeah? You dated a Cancer?
Yeah.
I married one.
Yeah, but are women the same way?
Now, here's the thing. Maybe my wife is on the extreme in sensitivity, and I think she would say the opposite about me.
Like, you're not sensitive at all?
Like, it's tough to bother me. And I think that we meet somewhere in the middle, and it's a little thing called harmony.
how I feel with my husband. He's a Taurus and I'm a Virgo, which are both like the same kind of like, what is that? Earth sign? Is that an earth sign?
I have no fucking clue.
I don't really know
Actually,
either.
I don't know anything about astrology, but I get a lot of memes about how Cancers and Capricorns are perfectly complementary of each other.
That's how a Taurus and a Virgo are.
Yeah, I don't. Explain to me what's the main traits of a Virgo then?
Listen up, because I'm sure that you or someone you know could use some help when it comes to your finances. That's where Chime comes in. Chime is changing the way that people bank. Unlike traditional banks, Chime doesn't pile on hidden fees or gatekeep rewards. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking experience on the market. And with their Chime card, you can take advantage of stacked benefits like 5% back in a category of your choice. That way, you can build credit while spending on things you'd be buying anyway, like gas and groceries. They're changing the way people bank with fee-free banking built for you, not the 1%. Not to mention, Chime allows you to grow your money faster with a savings rate that's 9 times the national average. I love the way that Chime is helping people save money without spending money on fees. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free with America's #1 choice for banking. Head to chime.com/date. That is chime.com/date. And sign up now. It only takes a few minutes.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services and Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Qualifying direct deposits required. Terms and limits apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
It's summertime, which means longer days and more sunshine. But sometimes it also means moving, graduating, or just more hours at work, leaving you feeling overwhelmed. In times of transformation or overwhelm, talking to someone can really help lighten the load. Talkspace is the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatrists that you can access anytime, anywhere. Therapy can be costly, but part of Talkspace's mission is to provide quality care that is accessible and affordable, whether or not you are insured. Therapy and psychiatry with Talkspace is covered by most insurers, and most insured members pay a copay of $0. Find the licensed provider that's the right fit for your needs. Talkspace makes getting the help you need easy, accessible, and affordable. I love Talkspace because it helps me with moments of transformation, like going from pregnancy to being a mom of 2. And as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/date and enter promo code SPACE80. That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/date and enter promo code SPACE80. I'm organized. You know what's crazy is I don't know a lot about myself in the sign, but I know that what I know about Virgos is that we're very detail oriented and very organized. So like if I was to go on a trip, it's very hard for me to just wing it with no plan.
Okay.
It's not impossible with the way that I've been living my life with my husband. He's very much books our hotel on the flight, on the way to where we're going.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you guys are just like us then, because we have the exact same dynamic.
And I'm just like, what are we doing? Where are we going once we get there? What are we doing?
I love nothing more than landing at an airport and not knowing where I'm staying and going, I know I'm going to figure this. I get a deep satisfaction from #1, not being tripped up by it, and #2, actually getting into it and figuring it. Oh, and then if there's like a hiccup and it becomes kind of a challenge, now it's like, dude, I got a fucking thing to overcome.
Oh my God.
This.
I'm riddled with anxiety just thinking about it.
I did a weekend in Detroit a couple of months ago, and I didn't know until I got there that there was no hotel for me, and I ended up scrambling, and I'm texting my wife the whole time. I ended up staying in a $44 Airbnb in Detroit. It was the scariest place ever. I had so much fucking fun.
Who are you? Think life is a video game?
I've been accused of that before as well. That's what I do when I go on vacation and I immerse myself in nature. I'm literally just looking for places that remind me of video games that I like, and I go, Red Dead Redemption. That's nice. I love this.
Are you a nature guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you been?
That's broke people stuff. Being a big nature.
No,
guy.
it's not. You can glamp.
Now I can. Glamping was like a unaffordable luxury for most of my life.
Yeah.
Camping was what I could do.
What does camping look like?
A tent that you bought at Walmart on the way to the campground, and
Is
struggling
the camp
to start a fire.
Is the campground like structured? Like, do you have to pay to go there, or do you just
Typically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to go to a place called Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania, and they had a nice little spot by a stream, and that was like our family vacation for the year. It was like a $45 camping spot every year when I was a kid.
Do you have your own tent?
No, I would share it with 2 or 3 of my half brothers who would just torture me the entire time.
Were they older than
Much
you?
older than me, yeah. My youngest brother's like 6 years older than me.
Is this why you started jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Yeah, those were the first dudes I wanted to fuck up.
Okay, so you're in this tent. Is this a big tent?
Not big enough. Not big enough. We're sardined in, and it's like the end of the night, lights out. We're crammed in, and it's just 3 half brothers, 2 from my mom, 1 from my dad, and the only thing that they have in common is they think my head is way too big.
So
and it's just a night of just
like physically too big?
yes.
What would they do to you?
It was just like a nightmare riff session on just Tim's big head, and I'm like 10 years old at the time, and I'm just like I am pulverized verbally.
Oh
by these
my
dudes.
gosh.
I mean, you know, foundational stuff for me.
Yeah.
You build,
But
a
you
thick
don't have a
skin.
big head.
Well, that's not. You're being nice. Thank you. I have a fucking can on me, dude.
Do you really?
I have like a cylindrical melon head.
Turn to the side.
I mean, I don't want you to now change your mind and agree with me, but
I don't think you have a big head.
that's so nice of you. Thank you.
I don't. Do you guys think he has a big head?
Not really.
That's not a big head. My son has a big head.
So do mine.
Like,
I had to. Oh, when you were talking about your son's big head, when my 15-year-old was a baby, his head was so big and kind of misshapen that the doctor actually instructed me to massage his skull when we had like free time around the house. So he would sit on my lap and I would just reshape his skull with my thumbs because it was so big that just laying in bed flattened it out in the back.
no way. Mushy head.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son just has like a giant head. And the second one is in the 96th percentile or 97th percentile for
That's so cool.
his head and body and everything.
That used to get me so fired up. The 90 percentiles, I would leave the OBGYN. You could have told me that there was like a leg or an arm missing, but you tell me 97 percentile in like head or length. I'm walking out there just like, dub, let's go. We did it again, babe.
But my husband has a huge head. Okay, so anyway, so your half brothers are picking on you for a huge head when you're camping. What else do you do when you camp?
Well, that's great. At nighttime, you stare at the fire. You don't, I mean, maybe you listen to music, dad gets drunk. You stare at the fire, you throw shit at it.
Are you making s'mores?
Well, of course. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
it's snack time for sure. You're eating, whatever the grown-ups feel like grilling. Why are you worried about camping being boring?
No, I'm actually curious about camping because I want to go camping.
Okay. So you're gonna I took all my kids when they were little too.
I feel like this is a fun activity.
You find shit nearby to go walk around and look at, and you go every once in a while. You go, wow, can you guys believe the air up here? It's so different than back in the city. And then you go walk by like a gorge or something, or you tread through a stream, and it's all just like.
Okay, this isn't sounding so fun.
But now, especially when your kids are old enough to like walk around on their own, it's 0 screens.
That's cool.
You're completely divorced from the screens,
But
and
we don't
that
really have
right
screens
now
anyway.
is what?
We don't really have screens now anyway.
What do you mean? Well, not yet.
What age do you start showing them screens?
We put it off as long as possible. We never owned an iPad. They would like sometimes like say, "Can I play a game on your phone?" But we were never like a full-time screens house. But like you're away from the TV. Eventually,
Yeah.
they're they got phones when they were teenagers. And again, you think you're going to avoid. You think you're a zero screen household, but the screens will find.
We're not
them.
zero. We're just very low. The only time that we use a screen is in the car. He hates his car seat, and it's a nice car seat. It's like a Rolls Royce car seat. It's so luxurious
Hey,
and
Mom, this is
comfortable.
kind of bougie.
Yeah, you would think. I was like, he's gonna love this thing. It was insanely expensive, but it was like the highest rated one. So I was like, well, whatever. And he just doesn't like being in the car. So I have an iPad and I put on Miss Rachel.
Nice. Anti-Semite of the year. Good stuff.
You know, I don't love all of her politics.
Oh, I do.
She's
I'm a
got.
big Miss Rachel guy. Never seen her YouTube videos though.
I don't know. She's kind of out there, dude. If you watch some of the stuff she talks about, she's like not my favorite person. But my son likes her.
Well, okay.
So I'm like, whatever. You're not crying, so we're winning here.
Yeah, well, again, the screens are they're gonna be around other kids. The kids are gonna want to, first of all, your kid's gonna want to get into Roblox at some point, or Minecraft or something. And
Yeah.
that you're gonna make a concession. You're gonna, well, the other kids at school are playing Roblox. This is like a cool thing for them to do when they're not physically together.
Well, I like to
That's
play
a fucking
video
slippery
games.
slope. What kind of video games do you like to play?
Harry Potter.
Is it Hogwarts Academy or whatever?
Yeah, I
Okay,
played that
counts.
whole game.
That counts, I guess. You're more of a Harry Potter person though than a video game person, I'm assuming.
Well, I also grew up with an Atari, and I would play Breakout.
Hell yeah.
And I would. I know that sounds lame, but
It
that's
doesn't.
like
We do it at home now.
whenever I was growing up, I would smoke weed and I'd get stoned, and I had the wheel one, and I would just play Breakout, and then I would play Space Invaders.
Okay. All right. This is legit stuff.
And that was really fun. And then I got a Game Boy, and then I would play Zelda. What? And then I got a Sega Genesis, and then I would play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Whoa. All right. I'm sorry. I take it back. I was presumptuous, and that was rude of me.
I'm into video games. And
that
then
rocks.
And then I got older, and I hosted online esports gaming league called NASL, the North American Star League, where I casted for StarCraft.
What? Oh, dude. Look. Let me literally. I want to formally apologize. I think I got close to calling you a fake gamer girl, and that was just out of line. It was really disrespectful of me, and I'm very sorry. I was.
It's okay.
My bad.
I loved StarCraft. I was gold.
What'd you think of the players?
Well, most of them didn't even speak English. Except for this one French guy. His name was Stefano. And this was like, we're talking like...
Were the rest all in Korean?
Most of them were Korean, and then there was this French guy that spoke English, and so I guess I connected more with him because he spoke English.
Mm-hmm.
But then within the company that I was working for were a whole bunch of StarCraft players, and so they were actually really cool, and they were really funny and had great personalities. They just like loved gaming, and it was kind of hilarious to watch these cool guys dive so deep into gaming, and I'm like... you're missing out on a lot of pussy.
No, first you master gaming, then you get the money, then you get the pussy.
Yeah.
Those Korean guys are swimming in it back home.
They are for sure. Because there's like some big money to be made in esports now.
Well, how long ago was this?
This was back when like Twitch was just in TV.
Okay. All right. So the money's even crazier now.
Yeah.
Back then it was like 10 grand. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop out of college.
So
whoa, I had no idea. I had no even inkling that you had that in you. That's fucking sick as hell.
yeah, I like video games. So when my son grows up and he wants to play video games, I'm like here for it.
Yeah.
Because I like to play video games.
Mm-hmm. I started all my kids on like old video games where there was no voice acting. And so if you wanted to have screen time, you could play as many video games as you like. But if you want to understand what's going on, you're going to have to get pretty good at reading. And that really, all of my kids have always been like a couple of grades ahead in reading.
Really?
Yeah. And my youngest is like, he he's the only one that like fully like went deep into gaming, and it's because I think it was because he was born during COVID, and so I was home with him. I was working from home. I had a real job still. I was working from home, so I was with him all day, every day, leading up to like kindergarten, and so he would be there while I was just like.
What's like a
downtime
good
playing video
game
games.
that has no voice acting? Oregon Trail.
I'm talking about like I'm talking about like old like Zelda games, RPGs. The Final Fantasy series.
Those are cool games. Do you like first person shooter?
Yeah, for sure. Less so now though. Just as far as like time sink goes, if you want to stay competitive with them, you need to like really put some time into it, and I just don't have that time anymore. So
Did you ever see like the people that would get together and they would take their computers to someone's house and there was like a setup of like 20 people?
yeah, I've had LAN parties myself. Yeah, that was me and my boys for sure. I've had friends fly in from out of town and bring a PC.
Stop.
Yeah, mob up in my basement so we could play fucking Destiny or whatever.
Dude.
Yeah, I think those guys are the coolest guys in the entire world.
So my dad played Quake.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And he was into Quake and Halo.
Mm-hmm.
And he would go to his buddy's house. This is when I was like growing up. I remember this. And my dad would take his computer to someone's house and he's like, I'm going to go game for a while. And I didn't really even understand like what was going on. But my dad was a Microsoft certified systems engineer.
MCSE,
Yeah.
so was I. No way.
I can't believe that this is what we're talking about.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm actually, I'm cool. I fucking love pussy or whatever. Is that what you're supposed to do? No, we're talking about LAN parties,
MCSE,
okay?
Yeah. And so he would work on computers all day long and like fix computers, and then he would play games. And at the very end of his day, besides Quake or Halo, he liked to play Lara Croft.
Who doesn't? I introduced my children to Tomb Raider recently. I said, you guys don't understand, like the original. And I said, guys, these triangle boobs were everything to me.
The press handstand
Oh my god!
that she would do that you could like jump up and
she would come out of the pool with a handstand.
Yeah.
I mean, I say, guys, this is important part of Dad's history here. I want you to think about this when you're gooning yourselves, man. This is all we fucking had, dude. No streaming, nothing. We just had these fucking triangle boobs. And
she was hot.
on a still, what do you mean was? Come
Little
on.
tiny
That's a woman you're talking
shorts and a
about.
tank
Please,
top
show
and
some
a belt.
And then on a good month, they do like a magazine feature about her, and then they have like a brand new scan of her, that wasn't so triangle-y. It was like, whoa, it's kind of round. I like that, God bless you, Lara Croft, wherever you are. I hope you're doing okay.
She was an icon.
She still is.
She is still an icon. That was my growing up with video games.
Wow.
But
Legit.
so when you go camping, there's no screen times.
There's no screen. There's no Roblox. There's no fucking YouTube shorts. There's literally nothing. There's just stuff that kind of looks like stuff you saw in video games. And that's like, hey, man, that'll do enough for me.
Yeah. I went camping only one time in my life, and we had like a cabin in the woods. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember a lot about it because I was really young, but it was next to a big river that had some shitty waterfall. But at the time, I thought it was like everything. I think it was like a water fountain.
How bad of a waterfall could it possibly be? It's a
was
waterfall.
Like, it wasn't even like but when you think of a waterfall, you think of this like big giant thing that's splashing down and it's hitting the water so hard.
And there's a spray and there's a rainbow in the spray.
Yeah,
and it's
right?
like, wow, this would look great on Instagram. It's like, no, dude. There's little gentle babbling brooks that have a little bit of a...
That's what it was.
That's
it was like
nice.
It was a babbling brook.
Shitty waterfall. That's crazy. I've never heard those two words put together before.
Babbling brook.
God.
It was a babbling brook. And I would play Uno. So we didn't have computer games, but my dad was a gamer. So we would play board games and card games. And I remember that being so much fun.
Yeah.
That was the most fun thing.
That's the shit.
That was so cool.
Yeah, you go walk around for way too long. You get bitten by a million bugs. You're stinky in a way that's not going to get fixed for like at least 48 hours. You go back to the campsite and you go, oh man, I forgot we're eating kind of mid food here. We're not eating gourmet tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fucking burgers on like maybe they have one of those like charcoal grills that's like spiked into the ground for the campsite. You're eating fucking burnt burgers because dad's not really paying attention, and that's as good
Core
as it
memory,
gets for me.
right?
Yeah, for sure. You're eating sodas that could be colder, drinking sodas that could be colder. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. I'm getting fired up right now. I'm about to hop in a fucking van. I'm about to grab a Coleman at Walmart and disappear for a weekend.
That's hilarious. All right. So we like video games and we like camping.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you would do for your girl, if she wants to like go do something fun? Or is she like really into camping and that kind of stuff too?
She's definitely into that kind of stuff too. Yeah, she really loves it. What would I do for my wife if she wanted to go have fun? If I'm trying to impress her with something that she would really like. Music, I guess.
Like live music?
Yeah.
How did you propose to her?
How did I propose to her? You're gonna hate this.
I'm ready.
I'm not proud of this, but this sucks. She was pregnant with our first.
Me too. This
Really?
is
You got
all
proposed to
happening.
pregnant?
I got proposed to when my son was like 9 months old.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're gonna hate this less, but please remember that we got pregnant after buying a home together. We bought a house together when we were like 21.
How far into dating is this?
Like a year or two. And we knew we wanted to start a life together. We weren't planning on having kids or anything, but like when we finally got together, we were like, this is it, and we're going to figure it out. And so we bought a house. We moved in together. Or we already lived together. We bought a house. She got pregnant. We were instantly pumped. We thought it was like the day of. We went, no way, this rocks. I had like I had a really steady job. She was working. And then while she was pregnant, it was close to Christmas. It was like the week of Christmas, and I bought her an engagement ring. I like maxed out a credit card to buy her an engagement ring, and I gave it to her. I don't know if I called it a Christmas present, but the understanding was like,
This is also
there's not really going to be anything under the tree, So I was the fucking dickhead that did the Christmas engagement ring, and she was pregnant at the same time. It was sort of like
But did she like it?
Yeah, of course. She was over the moon.
So she didn't give a shit about anything else. That was what she wanted.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure there was probably a bitch in her ear being like,
You think that was
ick,
So my engagement was
we were in the living room. There was no grand gesture. We were in the living room.
Yeah.
It was a long week. Our daughter was due in January, and it was Christmas, and
so she was like 9 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we got married when our daughter was 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
So mine all happened backwards too.
Yeah.
So when he was my boyfriend, he had a bachelor pad, like a high rise, and we were living together for like 2 years. And then we got pregnant, and I found out we were on a trip in Morocco, and he kept telling me that I was pregnant, which I thought was really weird. He's like,
what'd he say?
I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, no, you're pregnant. I'm like, no, I'm not. How do you know that? And he's like, because your boobs are bigger. And I was like,
okay.
but also I'm like, I have big boobs. So I don't understand like how you're clocking that they're even bigger.
You're only thinking about your boobs as big or not big. He has such a detailed mental map of them. I don't know if women truly understand this.
I don't understand that.
I can guess a 1 pound fluctuation in my wife's weight if I get one of them in my hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that was what happened with this situation. He's like, your boobs are so much bigger. And I'm like, they are the same size that they have been forever. And then I get home, and the whole way home, he got so in my head about it. He would say it to me all the time. Like, I was at the end of my trip, and I'd be like, oh, can I have a margarita or something like that? And he's like, you're pregnant. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not fucking pregnant. Like, I'm gonna have a margarita. I don't know what you're talking about. And so we get home, and I had one pregnancy test. Every girl has a pregnancy test. I had one pregnancy test underneath my sink. And he was like, you should probably take that pregnancy test. And I was like, oh my God, if I have to hear about this anymore. So I peed on a stick, and I put it on the counter, and I was so confident that that shit was going to be negative. I just walked away. I was in the kitchen. I was just doing dishes. And I just hear him scream from the bathroom, hey, you're pregnant. And I was like, oh my gosh. I just sprinted to the bathroom, and I looked at it, and you just see 2 pink lines, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be fat. And that's all I could think about. And because I had just finally gotten down to like 125, and I was like feeling myself, and I was like, oh, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yeah, made yourself way more fertile, by the way. Yeah, put your body in the perfect conditions to create a new life.
So I had big boobs and a tiny waist, and I was like crushing it. And then he just came through and got me pregnant.
Let's go.
And then I was 9 months pregnant. I was due in February. And at the end of January, I told him, I said, if we don't get married, then I'm going to give the baby my last name. And he was like, that's not going to happen. I want him to have my last name. I'm like, then we need to get married. And he said, well, add it to my calendar. Pick a day and add it to my calendar, and I'll meet you at the courthouse. And so I did. And I put it in there, and I said, will you marry me? I said that to him, will you marry me? And it was like the end of January, and he declined the invite. He declined it, and he's like, my calendar is public for my company. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
He's the boss.
Dude, he's the boss. He's the boss. And he's like, this isn't how, like, he's like, just put it in my calendar, just like Courthouse or something. So I had to write it out again, send him the invite. He accepted it, put it on his calendar, met me at the courthouse. We pulled a number like we were at the butcher. Mm-hmm. And then we went up to the window, and it was he like paid like the $20 or $40 or whatever it is for a certificate. And they're like, okay, you're married. And we like kissed each other, and he's like, okay, I gotta go back to work.
That's so fucking funny. I took a half day at work for our wedding. I worked downtown. All of my IT clients were lawyers, and I asked around because we were going to do the courthouse. And for some reason, I had a hard time figuring out where exactly to go in Philadelphia to get like a courthouse wedding. And I found out that one of my lawyer clients was also a judge in a nearby county. And I reached out to him, and I said, is there any chance you could marry me and my wife? And he said, absolutely. And he gave me a day, and it was a Friday. We took a half day. I took a half day. And she met me. She took the train downtown and met me. And we
Did
walked
she
over
wear
to
white?
This guy's office. Absolutely not. What are you talking about?
I didn't either.
No, she was pregnant. Can't wear white. She was impure. She was
impure.
She was impure.
I wore black.
No, you didn't.
I did. I wore a black dress, but I wasn't thinking about it like that. But I wore black.
Yeah, she wore a dress. I wore a suit that day. I'm not a suit guy. I wore a suit to work.
Oh, how nice.
She wore a dress. We went to this judge's office, and we got married in front of his staff. It's like everyone stopped working.
This is so funny.
To come watch us get married in front of this guy's like corner office. We were just like standing next to all the cubicles.
Did you have another wedding later, or was this it?
No, that was it. And I smooched my wife in front of all the paralegals.
Dude,
they were so happy.
That's so great. Well, I didn't even have a ring at this time. So he didn't even propose. The calendar invite was my like.
It was a ring emoji.
Yeah, meet me here. And then.
Pointing emoji and a ring.
Wanna marry me? And then for my birthday, in September. So that was in January, and then all the way down to September, we went to Napa for my birthday, and he did it right. He pulled some strings, and like we stayed at this private vineyard at the La Jolla Vineyard, which is like got like this little castle and all this stuff, and we stayed there.
Ooh.
And it was through the Jackson Family Wine Group, who we're like really good friends with. And then he proposed there. And he got me a really nice ring.
I took a 3-day weekend and we went sledding at a golf course while it was snowing.
Did you go sledding on the golf course?
Yeah, there's a golf course a couple of blocks from our house, and it snowed the weekend we got married, and we went sledding on the 18th green.
Dude, that sounds fun.
That was our honeymoon, and then I went back to work Monday.
But that sounds fun.
It rocked. We've literally only ever had a good time.
That's so great to hear. How long have you been married?
So my daughter's 18. We've been married 17 years.
What are you going to do for your 20th?
That's when I think I might do I think old people used to do like a renewal of vows type thing. I think that might be time to have like a big party,
Would you do it in the States, or would you do something like eccentric?
Well, let's see where I'm at in 3 years. Right now it's definitely in the States for sure.
But there's nothing wrong with this. Doing things out of state, like in Europe and stuff, even though it seems really beautiful, and I'm sure it is, I'm sure it's a fucking bitch.
Yeah. My cousin just got married in Sicily, I think. And they like shut down a town square for it. Like his dad's like a millionaire, I guess. And it was this whole big.
You gotta be more than a millionaire to shut down a town square.
Yeah, it was Termini or something like that was the name of the town.
Okay, maybe it was small enough to be a millionaire.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked, maybe it was billionaire stuff. I don't know. It's the only person in our family with any money.
It's crazy to think that you can shut down a town, but yeah. The Italians will take your money and do whatever you want.
I guess so, but it just looked like such a fucking pain in the ass to, organize it. Even just attend it, it looked like a whole to-do. So I wouldn't want to put anyone through that.
But it is fun to travel.
I'll do a camping trip somewhere. I'll do a big glamping trip with all my friends, and we'll have a nice fire, and that's where we'll do our ceremony.
It is all about like a big party, Someday I'll have a wedding, and I want it to be like a big party. I want the actual ceremony to be like 20 minutes, maybe 15. Get that?
It could be 30 seconds.
Yeah. All you have to do is like walk down the aisle, say your vows, and then like start drinking.
I've officiated a couple weddings now. They really don't need much.
Yeah.
It's like pick a song, take a little stroll, come on down. You good, let's go. Party time. Now let's everybody do a little bit of Molly. That's truly what a wedding is. 30 seconds of everyone, hey, pay attention real quick, and then it's like, let's get fucked up for like 5 or 6 hours. See you guys tomorrow.
Cool. Where's the best place to have a wedding?
I don't fucking know. I've never really enjoyed going to one before.
That's true.
Have you ever enjoyed going to a wedding?
I can't say it's like my favorite thing to do.
What's worse than sitting through a ceremony that's gone on for 45 minutes and then you're starving at this point. I don't care if you ate right before. Sitting there and being bored for 45 minutes stirs up a hunger that you can't really access otherwise. And then it's like, and now it's cocktail hour and you're just like, fuck, dude, I don't want to stand by a high top and I'm just gonna be looking at wherever the food is going to be happening and wondering when that's going to start.
That's so true.
Cocktail hour is the worst hour of my year.
Are people like not allowed to drink during the ceremony? Is that against the rules?
I've never even thought to try it.
Do you know, like, what if everybody in the ceremony had a glass of champagne?
Yeah. What if, you build in the toast to the ceremony. It's cocktail hour already. Dude, have the fucking servers walking through, taking orders, 2-drink minimum, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Do you want to put a, do you want to keep it open,
like a stand-up show?
Yeah. And then it's like, thank you, everybody. Hey, thanks so much. And then the second you stand up, they're lifting the tops off of the buffet. That's a fucking wedding.
Yeah. I feel like we just handmade the perfect potion.
The second I hear a violin, it's just like my stomach starts to hurt.
I don't like that everyone's using the Bridgerton song. The same song.
I wouldn't know it. Well, how's it go?
You know it. The last time you went to a wedding, that was the song.
I'll take your word for
There's
it.
a song
I can't recall
on
it.
Bridgerton, and they have this. It's the Bridgerton fucking song, and it's just a violin that plays this. You would, if I played, you'd know it.
Okay. I'm just picturing the Game of Thrones music in my head. It's probably pretty close to that.
Dude, no, Game of Thrones would be way more badass.
How many weddings do you think had that while that was on TV? How many daughters named Daenerys or whatever, and how many walking down the aisle like
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
And it's
I'd
just-
love that.
everybody just sitting there going like, I can't believe they fucking did this.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Dude, that's hilarious. Well, our time is coming to an end.
Oh, I'm so sad. This was so fun.
Where can people find you?
At Tim Butterly on social media, and YouTube. YouTube's the important one. I got my 30-minute stand-up special coming out probably around the time that this drops, and I really hope people check it out. It would suck. I mean, I want minimum 11,000 views. That's what I'm aiming for. That's my first goal. If I can crack 11,000 views, then it's like, okay, all right. And then let's see where we can take it from there. But yeah, please just subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see it if it's out already or when it comes out.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on my show. I know we've invited you a bunch.
I know. I'm so glad we finally worked it out. I can't believe all the parallels that we discovered today. That was so interesting to me.
Yeah.
You guys really remind me of me and my wife. And I don't know. We've been doing it fucking 20 years now. It's working out.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy where I'm at. So
It's only going to get better.
we're just cruising along doing the same thing. And it does seem like a child has made things better.
How could it not?
Like we have way more fun when we go on trips with him. It's so much more fun.
Dude, did you see? I'm sorry, I have one more thing.
Yeah,
Did
no.
you see that fucking Bill Maher and Charlie Sheen clip that was floating around last week or the week before? And it was like, you know what I don't like is these people who have date night. Like, you're scheduling sex with your spouse. I just think that's just the way. And it's like, suck my fucking dick, dude. Like, you have access to so many more human experiences because you are creating a real life and raising children. And it's like, there are people who will never understand that. And it's like, it's okay if you're not curious about what it's like, but having children opens up, the doors to what it's really all about.
100%. I have learned so much about myself through having a child. Like, I've learned that I'm actually pretty patient.
Mm-hmm.
I've never considered myself a very patient person. I am extremely patient. Like, I don't lose my shit. I don't pop off. I don't get pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get offended. Like, when something like happens,
Of course.
like I'm extremely patient. Something will happen. I'm like, that's why we don't do that. And then if he messes up, I'll sit him down. We don't. You know what I mean? Like,
Now, do you think that this is the way you always were and you're just realizing now, or do you think you were forced to grow in a way?
I was maybe a little bit. Like, I've always been kind of cool, but I have definitely been forced to grow because you're dealing with like a tiny terrorist that doesn't know that they're a terrorist.
The level of patience that you have to muster up is like almost superhuman. And I don't bring this up to like shit on people who don't have children. I'm just saying, when you go down this route, it's an unimaginable change that I think it only gives you more.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted to say.
I think that is so true. I'm really glad that you came on and we got to talk about all this stuff too.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
It is very coincidental. We have a lot in common. You'll
Yeah.
have to come back on again
I can't wait. When are you due?
in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I know, we're here. We're I'm in the 9th month. So it could happen. If it happens on time, it'll be 4 weeks. If it happens early, it'll be like 3 weeks. If it happens 2 weeks early, it'll be 2 weeks.
All right, one last question. Ladies that have a C-section, do you guys still piss your pants forever, or is that only natural
Only when you
birth?
sneeze or laugh.
Yeah. Or jog, or get kind of startled, or...
No, it's actually less. pelvic floor, and I'm gonna get shot down and murdered for saying this, but if you have a vaginal delivery, your pelvic floor is more fucked up. So the accidental pees happen more with natural births.
Okay.
Because you're fucking all that shit up down there.
Yeah.
But a C-section,
You
you're
avoid
not.
a little bit of that.
You avoid a little bit of that, but you
Sure.
have a whole world of other complications with C-sections. You have no core. They fuck your core up. They cut through your abs and all this stuff. So, like, I couldn't do a crunch, or you can't sit up for like months. You have to have you have to roll to your side and like lift yourself up. Like, it's a real bitch. I would rather have a fucked up pelvic floor than no core.
Yeah, my wife's got a fucking killer pelvic floor, dude.
Dude.
4-hour delivery on, I think 4 hours was our longest labor. I'm
what
not
a
bragging. I'm not
dream.
bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm just
So
saying,
she sneezed and it came
yeah,
out.
it was like
She's the ideal birth
she
plan.
laid down in the bed and it was just like, all right, well,
Did you do a home birth?
no. We got to the hospital. There was only one where her water broke at home, and we got to the hospital and it was like 45 minutes later we were good. One of them I think was 4 hours, and that felt long for us.
Dude, did she deliver around the same time each pregnancy, like around the due date, or was she earlier and earlier?
Yeah, it was pretty close every single time.
Was it?
Yeah. I think she was born for it.
Good for her. Good for y'all.
Good for you.
Good
Well,
for us.
here's to a safe C-section and an easy recovery, and congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of First Date. This was really fun. We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.